You know, they say when the student is ready, the teacher appears. I had been using the law of attraction for a while, and I wasn't quite getting the progress that I wanted in my life. So I was looking for help with the law of attraction, and I read a book called Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza. And that book helped me become a multi-millionaire by the time I was 28 years old. It helped me attract my soulmate, and more importantly, just be the happiest that I've ever been in my entire life. And in this video, I want to break down the Dr. Joe Dispenza teachings that truly changed my life and helped me apply the law of attraction for money, for success, for happiness, and for love. So my name is Jake Ducey with jakeducey.com, and if you want help with the law of attraction to create more success, more financial freedom, more love, more happiness, you're gonna wanna watch this video all the way through. So just make sure you hit the like button right over there to send this out into the YouTube universe, and let's dive right into this video. So, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself is a book by Dr. Joe Dispenza that changed my life forever. It's probably a book I've read, I don't know, 8 or 10 times if you count all the Audible listens as well. And the thing that really changed my life forever with that is I was up and down with trying to get the results that I wanted in my life. And it wasn't until I heard Joe Dispenza break down in a super layman terms how the law of attraction works with respect to neuroscience. Because a lot of times people go, well, the law of attraction isn't real, it's not proven. Well, we're also finding now from neuroscience that this process of us creating our own reality is mimicked into our nervous system and into our brain with a term called Hebb's Law, H-E-B-B-S. And this is what I learned that really changed my life forever. And Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about Hebb's Law. And what that says is that nerve cells that fire together, they wire together. So comment down below, nerves that fire together, wire together. That's what really started to have the change for me. I'm gonna tell you in a minute how you can use that for money, or for your soulmate, or for a career, or for whatever it is that you want. But comment down below, nerve cells that fire together, wire together. Now, the reason this changed my life is because I was always up and down with law of attraction techniques or affirmations or vision boards or visualization and all these things. And then I would do them, and sometimes I wouldn't get the outer results that I wanted, so I would question it. What I didn't understand was every time I have an emotion, I'm firing nerve cells in my brain. And they start to build neural networks over time, over repetition of 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. You start to actually rewire your brain, that your brain literally gets wired to produce reality in a fundamental way. Just like you turn the knob on your radio station to 90.1, and when you turn on 90.1, essentially you've conditioned your sound system in your car to play 90.1. Let's say it's a rap station. So essentially you've used the tools, in this instance the tool is the knob turner, to 90.1 to play rap. You have conditioned your sound system to play that. And then the output starts to mimic what is the obvious. You are on the station of rap. Similarly, your brain produces a certain output that controls your bank account, your love life, your finances, and it gets conditioned. It gets conditioned from your emotions, and it wires into your brain, and then it produces that output. I didn't realize until I read the book that while I was saying my affirmations, I want some more money, I'm gonna be successful, I wanna positively influence a lot of people's lives, I want my books to be published, I want to attract my soulmate, I knew what I wanted. But the problem with what I was doing was there was no emotion with it. And when thought and feeling aren't unified, what happens is affirmations or the law of attraction in general just becomes a string of words that doesn't impact the nervous system and it doesn't impact the brain. And if that doesn't happen, you can't rewire the brain. So here I was, I want money, I want to be successful, I want to attract my soulmate, I want all these things. Why aren't they coming? I didn't realize I hadn't affected change on my brain, on my synaptic connections, on the actual roots, essentially, that are wired together that control my brain. Now, here's the crazy thing. I always thought, I wasn't very good with numbers, I wasn't this, I wasn't this. I thought I knew who I was, and I thought I was stuck that way because, they always say that old adage, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. I didn't know you can't actually teach an old dog new tricks. It's called neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity is the brain's ability to be rechanged, rewired, reprogrammed, reinvented. And you can reinvent your brain to attract success into your life, to attract money into your life, to do all these things if you understand that the emotion is what starts to activate new synaptic connections. So it's rewire, recreate. If you can rewire your brain through repetition, you can recreate your life. And this changed my life forever because I was finally like, now I understand. And if you watch this channel, that's why I always talk about my free success hypnosis, and that's why I always talk about the software I created, the Second Mind, to rewire my brain for me. And it's right there down below, it's pinned to the comments, it's thesecondmind.com. Once I learned this and I was like, whoa, this is crazy. I finally understand all this. What I did is I started investing all my time and all my energy into creating tools to start to retrain my brain for me, to start reconditioning my brain, to start building new synaptic connections, to start firing new neural networks, to do it for me. Because I was like, okay, if I can do that, if I can train my brain to become a millionaire, if I can train my brain to be in an amazing, fulfilling romantic relationship, if I can train my brain for these things that I want, then my brain will create them for me. And it won't be just tooth and nail trying to work hard to get it. That's why I always talk about the Second Mind. Because after I read the book, I was like, okay, so my old programmed brain is my first mind, the one society has programmed. And then the one that I reprogram my synaptic connections, my neural networks. I make my brain a magnet for money, for success, for happiness, for romance, for awesome relationships, for all these things. That's my second mind. That's the one I've consciously chose, me being a deliberate creator of my own life. And now that I know that, I said, well, then all the key to my future is within my own hands based off of my ability to affect change on my nervous system and on my brain. And if I do that, I can change the governor on my brain. Just like a governor in a car and it's set to only go at 100 miles an hour, mine was set to only attract so much money. I had a governor on my mind for that. I had a governor on my mind to only attract romantic relationships that worked for a little while. I had a governor on my mind. I had these things I wanted way up here, but the governor on my mind, my brain was conditioned to only attract from this level. And I would say, why am I stuck right here? I want to be up here. Why am I stuck here? I want to be here. And through breaking the habit of being yourself, I realized the trouble was I had not reconditioned the subconscious, the unconscious. And if I did that, my whole life would change forever. So if you want to check the Second Mind out, it's in the comments right there down below, pinned to the comments. And it's a free demo, and it's what I made in response to learning all this about Hebb's Law and rewiring my brain, and that I wasn't stuck the way that I thought that my personality was. Because Joe Dispenza says, if you change your personality, you can change your personal reality. That your personality is actually what creates your personal reality, but you can reprogram your personality. Thus, you can change every aspect of your personal reality as an effect of that inner transformation. So right there down below is thesecondmind.com, pinned to the comments right there down below. And if you haven't checked out Dr. Joe Dispenza's book, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, I highly recommend it. And when you remember that it's not just about thought. A lot of times with the law of attraction, people get stuck in the mental realm and they just stay in this pattern of repeating strings of affirmations without any emotion. And if you don't have emotion involved, you can't start to fire new neural connections in your brain. Thus, your brain stays the same. And if your brain stays the same, you're going to keep recreating the same experiences, because you can only create reality at the level your brain is conditioned to do so. But the coolest thing is, with neuroplasticity, with the advances in neuroscience, with really incredible human beings like Dr. Joe Dispenza, we're learning we can actually systematically reprogram our brains to become magnets to attract what we want most in our life. So this is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com, and if you haven't yet, make sure you hit the like button right over there to send this out into the YouTube universe so more people see it. And then comment down below, Rewire Recreate. Comment down below, Rewire and Recreate. And when you're doing your techniques, your tools, maybe you use the second mind right there down below, or you can check out my free success hypnosis. Maybe when you do mental rehearsal, maybe when you do affirmations, whatever your tools and techniques are, make sure you leave that situation a different person, right? Joe Dispenza says your personality creates your personal reality. So if you leave the meditation, if you leave using the second mind or the hypnosis feeling better, your goal is feeling. And when that happens, that activates the new neural connections that rewires your brain and can make you a magnet for a whole new personal reality. So comment down below, Rewire, Recreate. Comment down below, Rewire and Recreate. Remember, life is love. We live in a friendly universe. It's never too late to start over because you're already forgiven for any past. You're here, a beautiful human being alive, connected to this universal energy, this universal mind. You are a divine being, and there are fantastic things on the way. It is in your control, it is in your power, and it's very exciting because we now know, yes, we can rewire the mind. And when I did that, amazing things happened in my life. If you haven't checked out Dr. Joe Dispenza's books, be sure to do so. And right there down below, you can hit the subscribe button and the bell notification right over there. The bell notification is what notifies you for new videos. So even if you're already subscribed, just double check, have you actually hit the bell notification right over there on the side. Thank you for watching this video. Have a great day.